Interesting. There were so many jewels in there that I could grab onto and really talk about. But first, I want to share a personal story. I remember having this conversation months after delivering my twin boys and crying my heart out to my doctor about how come the weight was increasing and that, in fact, after delivery, I weighed more than I did at a full-term pregnancy with twins, and how were we going to find out what was going on? And I remember crying out to my OB/GYN and asking her, how am I going to handle this? How's this going to work? And she left me with some very good information. She said, here I am, a very successful OB/GYN. I have 5 kids of my own. I've struggled with my weight on my own. I'm a very capable doctor with very high scores in medical school, but this is one area I've struggled with, and I don't have perfect, and it says nothing about the rest of me. That piece that particular day really gave me also, a person who works in this field, the ability to say, it is going to be different and we are going to struggle, and hopefully grace abounds from those who are around us. There will probably be people who judge, but here's what I know for sure. The idea that somehow our weight, our extra layers of fat or tissue mean that we're not good, that we aren't accomplished, that we aren't educated, that we don't earn money, that we're not organized, that all fat people are lazy. Well, I don't think that's particularly true. But if when you walk in a public place or you think about leaving your home, that's what really invades your head, then I think it's not true that other people are thinking it. It's what you think about you. Perhaps you hold within you these very negative ideas about what fat means. And so, left unchecked, you're actually beating up your own self and berating your own self for where you are. And in that process, you've lost hold of what you've done right, what you've accomplished in your life, what kind of friends you have, and what you mean to people. I think your first step is to figure out how to put a lasso around that inner critic that's running around trying to convince you that you are so bad, you are so out of control, you need to stay home and hide. No, your body deserves to walk. The muscles deserve to grow and get exercise and sun and attention, and you deserve good tasting food, and you can figure out how to be around good tasting food, eat some of it, know when you're satisfied, and stop before you're over full. But you will have to extend yourself enough grace to have the opportunity to be able to go out and practice that. So perhaps what you need to do is run an experiment. Leave. Dare to go somewhere. Maybe a place where you thought people were talking about you. And the minute those thoughts come, remind yourself that I'm here. I can take a bite and walk away. Food is everywhere. Food is plentiful. There's nothing wrong with me wanting food. My body needs energy. I can do this in moderation. And I think you really checking that self-talk, we have to own that what we tell ourselves is what we operate on. So if you're having a lot of very judgmental, self-contemptuous, loathing thoughts, I think it's coming from within. And it's time you probably had a family meeting and figured out how to lasso that in.